Ladakh, the land of high passes, is a kaleidoscope of nature's breathless beauty. Tucked away in these bitterly cold reaches of the Himalayas is the Mahabodhi Residential Center. Cut off from the rest of the world, this institute is one man's vision.
I believe education is the first and most important for self-respect, self-reliance, and to avoid exploitation. I consider illiteracy and poverty are the worst crime.
With this noble mission, Bhikkhu Sanghasena started his education program in the hinterland of Ladakh.
First, I started in 1986 actually, just to organize some meditations programs. But then soon I realized that meditation and the teachings program is okay for a certain types of people, certain groups of people, especially educated people, well-to-do people. Then how about the poor children scattered between the high mountains of Ladakh? So I selected 25 girls from those remote villages and started this hostel for girls and the school in 1991 actually here. And then gradually we developed.
As a teenager, Bhikkhu's plan in life was totally different.
When I was 17, you know, then those days Ladakh was another world, totally cut off from the rest of the world. Nothing, nothing from outside Ladakh. The only new thing we used to see is the army, soldiers with the uniform. And I was very much attracted.
After a short stint in the army, Bhikkhu parted with his uniform in search of the greater purpose of life.
And then after 4.5 years, I met one of the monk from my village. He came to see me and when I was on leave, and we together tried to share, I as a soldier in army, how I live and what I do. He as a monk in a monastery, you know, he shared. And this was very interesting turning point, in fact. So I quickly resigned and went to the monastery. And when I arrived in monastery, I felt so happy. That is what I've been searching. I felt like coming back home, as if I lost my way in the jungle. Now I found the way.
The temple of the Holy Buddha. We are the temple of the Holy Buddha.
But after studying the teachings of the Buddha, I was very strongly influenced by compassionate teachings of Buddha, and I soon realized that the idea of living a very peaceful yogic life in a mountain or a forest for myself would be a little bit selfish. I owe something to my people, and I realized, you know, this backwardness of this area. You know, there are no proper schools, no proper medical facilities those days.
In a span of 2 decades, the Devachan campus of Mahabodhi Residential Center has turned into a small town. Spread over hundreds of acres of land, it comprises of a meditation center, a residential school for the poor, a charitable hospital, an old age home, and hostels for boys and girls.
I feel very happy, though it has not been an easy task. Setting up the organization, you know, getting so many children from so many parts of Ladakh and looking after them, arranging accommodation, food, education, security, and all this has not been easy.
For me, he's an angel, definitely, because I always hear stories, when we are small, we always hear about stories about angels and everything, that they do miracles. And here at Mahabodhi, the campus which you see behind me, is not less than a miracle, because 12 years, 15 years from now, it was just a barren land, stretch of a desert land, nothing. No trees around, no people used to come here, but he completely transformed this land. Today we have so many people employed here, so many students belonging to poor families getting educated here.
A dedicated and tireless educator, Bhikkhu Sanghasena is a ray of hope for thousands of underprivileged, for whom the fruits of development are a distant reality.
The ultimate goal of education should be, how to produce the children warm-hearted, good-hearted, compassionate-hearted, concern, who have concern for each other, care for each other, love for each other, serving others.